was born and bred here, a village boy. Yeah. Probably the first time I even saw fluorescent tube was when I was going to recommend entrance at Technology School. Primary college was that institution where students could even dismiss you if you were a thief. Oh yes. In 1976, there was leakage of examination questions in the Ashanti region in Kumasi, and so they cancelled results of all Kumasi schools, and you were affected. I mean, I remember that experience, and I feel sad because a village boy, I never saw a single question.
Innocent boy.
Yes, and I never saw a single leaked question, and my results were cancelled.
And your paper was cancelled.
And so village boys staying at the village to study, to go and write new syllabus, to go and write, and that is what a village boy I did. I never went to remedial anywhere. What do I do on retirement? I've written quite a number of books, publications. I'm not getting any money from it. Can I remain in academia or remain poor? What do I do? My second term in office, I did a few things. I said all my allowances that are not going through the bank, I'm going to push them into my farming enterprise. All my allowances, foreign allowances, if I traveled and I had dollars, I saved them against my retirement vehicle and my health after retirement. I think my motivation was for people to learn from me. Initially, I thought it was a hobby, but now it's a big-time business. It's no more hobby. I became the best farmer in livestock. Then 2 years again, I became the best district farmer. Before I was aware, I was the best regional farmer.
I hope you'll be motivated from this video as Professor Akwasi Asabre Ameyaw narrates how he started as a village boy from Buoyem and how he thrived to become the Vice Chancellor of one of the best universities in Ghana. And again, his rise to the National Best Farmers position in 2022. Kindly subscribe to Jack Lenz TV channel, drop a comment and share to all loved ones.
Okay, so eventually we landed into the town called Buoyem. Now we are here to just visit our Professor Asabre. In fact, he's a very fine gentleman and he has been the Vice Chancellor for University of Education some years back, and he is doing something very, very great in this town. It's called Buoyem. He's doing farming, cocoa farming, cashew plantation, cattle, and a lot. And as you can see, this is the magnificent Professor Asabre's residence inside his hometown, and he will talk to him and he will advise us a lot on what to do and how to do it. Let's go inside. So as you can see, that is the legendary academia Professor Asabre. In fact, he's one gentleman that would motivate you anytime you meet him. He's so affable, and we are in his residence. So let's meet Prof. Professor.
Hello.
Hey! I hope I can sit. So, Professor, you are welcome. I'm Japan Joseph Kofi, and this is Jack Lenz TV. In fact, we gave you a call. We saw the wonderful things that you are doing, and we decided to visit you, and at least you advise us, the young ones come in. You give us the experience of life and the wonderful thing you are doing in this town to elevate poverty and bring the name of this town into greatness. So I'll welcome you again to Jack Lenz TV, and if I may ask, can you tell us your name, who you are, a brief description about you?
I'm called Akwasi Asabre Ameyaw, but I've been in academia for so long, and so I'm a professor. So if you ask of my name, my title is Professor Akwasi Asabre Ameyaw. I hold a PhD in fishery science.
Sure.
So a scientist turned science educator. I was born and bred here, a village boy.
Yeah.
Probably the first time I even saw fluorescent tube was when I was going to write common entrance at Techman Senior School.
That is.
That is yes.
The long one.
Yes.
Wow.
I had never seen because I was born here. No electricity here.
And this is the last town on this route.
The last town on this route. I mean, the last town probably in the country. So, no, we call this place Bolga.
Okay.
Not, I mean, there's no negative connotation, but no, Bolga is towards the border.
Yes.
So, I mean, yes. So when you call this place Bolga, you are telling that that's the end of probably anything.
Because here, should we bring anything? Everybody will get it before eventually.
Yes, I mean you cannot go this way because if you want to go out of the town through this place, it will take you hours.
Continuous.
Yes, before you get to the nearest village. So it's always safer and then faster to go that way. So that is where we are. I was born and bred here. I schooled here. I attended Methodist Primary School. When
the school is
still there, when
so we will go there and then we will check profs school.
Good. When I was in P4, we had a head teacher, Mr. R.K. Preko, who was so instrumental in what I am now. He got transferred to this place. I think he was teaching in Asui. And he had confidence and trust in me so much. I was among the smallest in the class. But he made me his office boy in P4. P5, I was the office boy. P6, he called me, look, I'm supposed to make you the school prefect. But your class is multi-age class. There are too many big men in that class. You'll not be able to control a lot sort of things. So it's better I keep you as a office boy. For that one, know that your structure, everything you are capable of. And then got into middle school to same. I think I was reasonably good. I was academically. I was quite good. I did common entrance Form 3 and I passed well. So in '71 I went to Prempeh College to start my secondary education. Prempeh College, you know, it was quite challenging because I mean,
from where you are now.
Yes, you know, you've not done anything like music. You didn't know anything about French, German, and that sort of. All of a sudden, you were with those boys from international school and that sort of thing. So,
have French.
But it was okay. I mean, I wasn't too bad at Prempeh College. I wasn't too bad. I was okay.
And indeed, Prempeh is harnessing a lot of people. Do you remember Mr. Ajima Tribwanda, also an old boy of Prempeh College? I think the Amanfo will be proud of this news.
No, but it's a training that we had there.
Okay.
Prempeh College was that institution where students could even dismiss you if you were a thief.
Hey.
Oh yes.
A student?
We will dismiss you because you feel uncomfortable staying with us. So you yourself will pack and go without the institution writing to you that you may be dismissed. Because you will not be able to stay. That was Prempeh College. At that time, Prempeh College was the institution where leadership was selected by the teachers, not us. So when we were students, we knew who would be the school prefect amongst us. Because as you grew and you matured, you realize the potential of everyone. So it was always not debatable. You knew who was going to be the house prefect. You knew who was going to be the school prefect. And after the school prefect and his assistant, the next highest thing was the dining hall prefect. And you knew who would be the next dining hall prefect. That was Prempeh College, discipline. I mean, there was something like an efficiency competition where we were given plots that we cleaned, classrooms and that sort of thing. Look, you get up and work.
Wow.
And so by the time that you left Prempeh College, you were that hard working. the only thing, because of that training, the average primary college guy, I could be wrong,
but most
is quite reserved.
Yeah, but most of them
is quite reserved. You are so good, but until you are pushed, you sit quietly and then watch, because that was the type of training that was given to us. I mean, Osofo will just pick you up to tell you to go what to go and do, or he will just meet you and start, I mean, disciplining you, not knowing what you had done. They knew everyone. Before you are where you meet Kojima will mention your name. But this man is not teaching me. That's the senior house master. He's not teaching me. How could he know me by name?
Wow.
That was from the college. So
what year was this?
That was 71 to 76. But unfortunately, in 1976, there was leakage of examination questions in the Ashanti region in Kumasi, and so they cancelled results of all Kumasi schools, and you were affected. I mean, I remember that experience, and I feel sad because a village boy, I never saw a single question.
Innocent boy.
Yes, and I never saw a single leaked question, and my results were cancelled.
And your paper was cancelled?
Not my paper. All the papers were cancelled. So I had to stay home to rewrite. And unfortunately for us, the syllabus that was being run in 76, 77 was different from what we did in 76. Everything had changed. And so village boys staying at the village to study, to go and write new syllabus, to go and write. And that is what a village boy I did. I never went to remedial anywhere. I stayed at home, but what I told myself that I didn't need to get 100% to get an A in anything. So I learned those that I could, those that I couldn't learn.
No internet to
internet for. And I wrote, and fortunately I passed reasonably well, entered into sixth form. Sixth form, I think my focus changed a little bit. So A levels was a challenge. I had to rewrite. And when the results came, at that time everyone was going to Alata, Nigeria. So after A levels, I went to Nigeria. It was in Nigeria that I had a feeling that no, I need to go back. Why? In Nigeria, I was teaching chemistry. My students were getting 1 in chemistry. People were coming from Lagos to the village where I was teaching for part-time and that sort of thing. Then an education officer came to assess us and gave a very good commendation about me.
So where did you get the educational? Was it a training college?
No, I went to sixth form.
Oh, okay. So you could teach after sixth form?
Well, in Nigeria.
Oh, okay.
I lived in Ghana those days. Sixth formers were teaching. Okay. So I mean, I was there for 4 solid years. It dawned on me that I should come back to Ghana and school. My grades, as I told you earlier on, were not too good. So I knew I was going to do raw sciences. So if I'm going to do raw sciences, I had admission to KNUST, USC those days, to do biological sciences, and I had admission at UCC again to do biological sciences. I told myself, I mean, if you did biological science, the likelihood is that you teach biology. So if I would teach biology after my first degree, why not go to University of Cape Coast to train as a teacher? That is what took me to University of Cape Coast. And University of Cape Coast, 84, 88, I was there, and again it was also, I think my university program too was also a success. I finished and then did my service there. Entered 2-year master's program, finished in 2 years. I finished.
By that time there, you knew where you were
yes,
going.
I finished and I said, I'm already aged because I've stayed at home. If I add 1 year for the remedial that I did, and then rewriting the A level plus 4 years in Nigeria, I thought I couldn't be wasting time. So after the MSc, straight away, I registered for my PhD at the same university, and people were saying, I mean, why not?
Why are you?
So I even told someone asked me, why do you want to get all your degrees? Don't you think it's some form of inbreeding? I said, oh, but you know that inbreeding has its own advantages. Inbreeding has both advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is that you have selective inbreeding, and so if something is good, you want to cross it with its offspring.
Sure.
Because I mean, you have a good variety, you want to maintain that variety, so why not cross the parent and then the offspring? So for me, staying in this department to do PhD, I think that is the best thing I can do for myself. I finished as a research scientist, zoology, and I could easily transfer from the zoology that I did into science education. That's the sort of training that I had at the University of Cape Coast. That's someone who could learn, unlearn, and relearn. That is what I did for myself. So 2000, when I had my second term, 2000, the first term ended 2011 or so. So about retiring, what do I do on retirement? I've written quite a number of books, publications. I'm not getting any money from it. Can I remain in academia or remain poor? What do I do? What do I do? But then I had put up this house.
Okay.
I told myself that my first house should be in my village.
Yes.
Because there's this a contribution,
the chair
and the echo. So I put this house here, and the chief was a cousin. So he liked me. What's the name of that chief? Okumafu Jamrakente.
Oh, okay.
So I said, Nana, can I get some parcel of land behind my house? He said, oh, look at it. I mean, take the whole land behind from the police station to the mountain. Do whatever that you want to do for free. So I started with 55 goats. Females 50, males 5. That was the beginning.
So before you continue, did you finish, or were you in the house after retirement before you decided to do farming, or you were starting small?
Look, my second term in office, I did a few things. I said all my allowances that are not going through the bank, I'm going to push them into my farming enterprise. All my allowances, foreign allowances, if I traveled and I had dollars, I saved them against my retirement vehicle and my health after retirement.
Wow.
So all my dollars were put at the bank. I used part to buy this Lexus, and then left the balance there against bad times. So I still have.
So you had revenues that are coming, but then you have allocated.
Good.
This one is going here.
Good.
This one is towards this.
Good. And then one other thing that I also did, whenever I move from one level to the other, my investment, I push it into something. When I became the Vice Chancellor, the money that I saved as a lecturer, I use part of that money for this house, and then my house in Winneba.
Okay.
When I became Vice Chancellor, and I knew that I was becoming the next Vice Chancellor, I started investing heavily at these short-term securities, Kwasindum.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
And probably if you get to Techiman, one of the most beautiful buildings in Techiman is for me. Probably you know the building.
No.
I mean, if you enter Techiman from our side here, and you go to Kenten, just before how do you call it, the magazine, there was a huge building with a local board, red and blue.
Oh, okay.
3-story building. It's huge.
Wow. Then when we are going back, we'll take over your
Good. That is my investment interest, which I put into that.
Wow.
Thousands of Ghana cedis. I mean, it could be millions. My investment into, because every 3 months.
Yes, from the
Good. Yes, every 3 months I draw down the interest. 200,000 boom into that project. 200,000 boom into that project. So when this financial crisis came, and I said I've had enough. So I mean, if I get that money back, fine. If I don't get that money back, I've invested it. Then, sir, and me, I started as a farmer. I mean, a peasant farmer's child. I've been into farming even when I was young, when I was in
definitely school. From here, you'll be going to the farm to read and all that.
Why? So I started these animals here. But why not go into cocoa business? Because my father too. Why did I decide to go into cocoa farming, cashew and that sort of thing? All the lands here had turned into savanna woodland. So I wanted to educate people through what I do, for them to know that it can be done. You can go back into. And frankly speaking, move between here and our boundaries with the other communities. Cocoa farms and cashew everywhere. Why? But Prof. And so my father gave me some parcel of land, about 15 acres. It had been sold by threatening the person that the guy who bought it from a wrong person. So he was taking back his land. And the man said, bring me my money. So my father collected the money from me. We changed the documents and I started farming there. Then
that was your first place you started with?
The cocoa farm. Then the chief again, who gave me this land, because where your father gave you that land, I have about 40 acres there. I need money to roof the police station. So give me that money and then go and take it. I didn't want to take it because I thought it's a family land and that sort of thing. Then my uncle advised me, hey, go and take it. Nothing will happen. They all agree. I took that also. And within a couple of 2 years, more than 50 acres, I cleared everything, planted cocoa seedlings with, what do you call it, plantain
in it.
Suckers everywhere.
Yeah.
They're managing more than 50 acres of sort.
That was which year?
That was 2011, 2012.
Wow.
Managing such a huge farm as a vice chancellor.
About 40 acres.
Yes, I mean 50 plus, because this one was 15. This was about 40.
Yeah, almost 55.
You see, and when we started cocoa farm after about 3 years, I said, let me go into cashew also. My wife had some parcel of land. I cleared it, and that also I planted everything within a day or two. I went to Wenchi, bought seedlings, good variety to plant there. That is also there. That is what I have been doing, and I think my motivation was for people to learn from me. Initially, I thought it was a hobby, but now it's a big-time business. It's no more hobby.
That is why we are
and
here.
I want to pay tribute to the station officer, some veterinary officer, Francis Adu. Francis came here, saw what I was doing. I said, you can be one of our best farmers within the country, and I'm willing to support you to get to that far.
You could see that
so, Akwasi, can you add poultry? You need to add piggery. I had cattle, I had few of them. But can you add this? He
was just giving. He was giving you the motivation. Go here. Go here.
And he came the first year. I won the best district farmer in small ruminants, goats and sheep.
Yeah, okay.
Then normally when they nominate you for an award, it takes at least 2 more years before they. Then 2 more years, I became the best farmer in livestock. Then 2 years, again I became the best district farmer.
Wow.
Before I was aware, I was the best regional farmer. And then
I have heard of that one.
on and on. I became best farmer in 20 regional farmer in 2019, 2020. Before I was aware, I was invited to be the best farmer East in cocoa. And then last year I was invited because you have an award again, and you are contesting for national best farmer. So the case of Prof, you qualify to be the national best farmer, but the problem is that your profile is not good. When your profile is not good, what they meant was that what I was doing was sope. You have bees, but your bees are not that many. So you have cattle. Someone has cattle, thousands of cattle, and yours 64. You have poultry. Someone is talking about 20,000. Yours is just 5,000. So I was everywhere. Look at, I mean, I have this forest there.
Sure.
So I mean, bits. Miss. Last year, I mean, best farmer has 100 and something acres. Yours was 34 acres, and that's what. So you are doing everything. You know what you are doing, but the profile is not that good. So people will question it. They will know, yeah, neman ketinkiti awoye. But neman ketinkiti na me no understood what I was doing, and so it comes the question you understand the processes, you understand the principles behind what you are doing as a farmer. Now, I have fish at the farm there. I have apiary. I have some yam.
So currently, this with your farm here, what do you have here, so that we can go?
Here currently I have cabbage that has just been harvested. I have turkeys. I have cattle. I have goats.
All at your.
You will see them.
Wow.
I have pigs. I have ducklings. And even birds moving around here. I have more than 500 local birds around here. So occasionally I tell the police people, look, I mean, you can kill someone and chop on, because I even have to eliminate them, because other than that they can transfer diseases to my poultry. But whatever you do, they are around. I mean, more than 500 birds. I have few guinea fowls moving around everywhere. That is what I do.
Prof, you are seriously an inspiration, because we are meant to believe that go to school, be a doctor, be a nurse, but then you have given us another dimension of the whole drill that, well, it's good to go to school. It's good to go to do anything or everything you want to achieve. But it's also good to also think about how you can invest for yourself. Because if it was to be academia alone, there will be a time that when you stop going to class, the money is being given to you will also cease. But now with this investment, you can decide to rest, and the proceeds will come and look after you.
No, but again, even the health benefit. If you met me on the farm working, you will not believe it.
Wow.
I do a whole lot of things. At times when I get a colorless cat, I ask myself, then I'll tell myself I love what I do.
Sure. It makes you happy. So
recently I went to the farm. I realized that some of my catfish had strayed into some pond around there that had dried up with the water, and I saw them in catfish in there. That day I didn't go to farm even with cutlass. So I picked some small stick. So I'll corner them.
Catch them.
Then I hit your head with it. And mad splash. Then so I'll watch around if someone is watching me. Is this man normal? I said, oh, the man is normal. That is what he enjoys. You get it. So what I was coming, I had killed 6 big catfishes. I put them on the string, like if you are watching a movie.
Yeah.
And I was holding them that way. I was happy. so again, and the health benefit. If I were going to the farm myself, I'll get to the nearest village. I'll park my car there. If I don't go with this one, and I go with any of these, I'll park it there and walk for about 1.5 kilometers to the farm. If I went to the farm and I was coming back, and you met me, this man, what is he thinking? At a very slow pace.
You take your time.
Take my time. I'm not rushing home to do anything.
No stress.
No stress whatsoever. So that is the joy, motivation that I've given to people, the financial benefits, the health aspect, and those sort of.
I've heard that if people are going to your farm, there's a care track, and you think they are going to a class, but then all because of Prof's farm.
One day I was there when people were being paid more than 100 when we were working on the cocoa farm initially. So when it was time for them to pay them, I left the scene. So all these people are going to be paid with my money. And what I even saw was that the small ones in it. You go and pick the money, go and join the queue at the back. I saw them, but we all did these sort of things. So I mean, it was funny. So I would live there, and then if you get to the farm there, you see my farmhouse there, and then you admire the farm.
Well, viewers, I think enough of the talking. Profs have, in fact, it's always delightful to sit with professors. They would give you so much motivation, and if you are going to concentrate much on his academia profile, I'm sure he did a lot, but then he has given us some little aspects. But we will concentrate most of the farming proceeds, the livestock, the crops, and everything. So from here, we are going straight to the field, and Prof will take us through his various lives, the live animals he has here. So, Prof, I think we can just go and.
Okay, that is okay.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's now even pregnant.
Wow.
For about 1 month, I crossed it. Just beginning of the month. People are even scared of cattle, so when they meet them, they are scared. But cattle are very peaceful.
Wow.
As you approach them, the space.
So that is the close shots of the cattle
to be sold, and you don't get the market. You
wow. They take.
So if you don't pick them in good time, they feed on them.
Prof, I see this tractor here. When did you buy that one?
Oh, this tractor was given to me by Minister of Agric. Last Farmers Day, I was the second runner-up.
Last year.
December. Yes. So
this tractor is from the award.
From the award. From Ministry of Agric.
Wow.
So in Ghana, as we talk now, I'm the number 3.
Yeah.